Good day, ladies and gentlemen, Mark here from Picsonix Studios, and before we get into it, if you're a person that likes game development or likes playing games or in-game development, do stick around because I have a few updates on Planet Iridium and also some oopsies I had to deal with along the way. And also I set up my mic this time, so hopefully the sound and audio quality is much better. Anyway, to get on with it, basically the latest and greatest updates on Planet Iridium is we kind of hit a few snags. Now, about 2 weeks ago I announced that now this past Monday beta testing was supposed to start on the video. Beta testing was supposed to start on the game. And everything up to that point went pretty smoothly, hence why I set such a short date. But at that time I was still currently working on the saving and loading of the game, etc. And then I kind of, Murphy's Law, hit a snag after announcing that. Now the only thing I had to still do in the game when it comes to saving and loading is the inventory system. The inventory system is a spatially based inventory with basically, for anyone that doesn't know how this kind of works, is a spatially based inventory system is basically designed to contain an array or a list of items, or in our case item objects. And so saving and loading of that was quite new to me because I am a self-taught indie game developer. I kind of taught myself on Unity forums and Unreal Engine forums and YouTube videos, so I've never went to a college or anything like that, so saving and loading of an array or a list of items was quite a challenging thing for me to kind of figure out. Eventually did figure it out, and then my second problem was packaging the game. Packaging the game had quite significant errors, and this is due to my fault. And the main reason, and the thing that you guys that's in game development and never had to deal with this can learn from, is when you package a game, make sure that you don't have unnecessary clutter within the project and or anything that you're not using at the moment. So basically where my issue came in is, at the moment in Planet Iridium I'm utilizing some assets. Within these assets they do like and tend to give example scenes or maps and stuff along with it, kind of showcasing what the asset's about and how to use it. And I didn't know that this is going to be an issue within Unreal Engine, because when you package a game you kind of need to tell it which levels to include in the game. And I just tried packaging it and discovered what they would call a cooking error. And what this error causes, or what causes this error, is very, very vague to me, because no matter what video you go, everybody has a different solution and their problem is due to something different. In my case it was probably a level that was contained within these asset packs that wasn't happy, and there was coding that's not working or whatever. But anyway, I eventually did end up sifting through the project. It took freaking hours and deleting all of the unnecessary crap. Did manage to package the game eventually after a day's struggle. Also managed to get it onto Steam and submitted it. But then Steam notified me a day later, well, we have a problem with your game where our inventory system doesn't save properly or load properly. So eventually I decided, okay, let's backtest again. And where previously when we tested we kind of were in the same environment, and I had collision boxes that'll just exit and reload into this environment. And when you do that, the saving and loading works perfectly fine. And to give another example of what actually occurred within the game is, if you pick up a level, if you're in level A for instance, you pick up an object and travel to level B, the object does not show up in your inventory if you're in level B. If you travel back to level A, you have the item again. So saving and loading's working perfectly fine, it's just the transitioning to another level that's an issue. And this is where I discovered the problem, which is not really my fault because I didn't really know it's a thing. due to me being self-taught and everything. And that is, you get something in the game industry, or in Unreal Engine at least, called a persistent level. I didn't know this is a thing, but apparently it is. A persistent level is basically a level that constantly stays open regardless whenever you're playing the game. And then when you transition from levels to levels, it's actually transitioning between levels that's marked as a sub-level, and it gets streamed on top of the persistent level. And the reason why this is kind of useful to my case is because of the transfer of data. So yeah, I kind of had to struggle kind of figuring that out, reworking the project and all kinds of fun stuff. I'm currently running backtests to see how the saving and loading works for the streaming level rigmarole, because again, it's not something I've ever done before or even knew about. So yeah, that's kind of my headaches now the past 2 weeks, is the saving and loading. That was quite a train smash eventually, the packaging of the game that delayed me quite a bit, and also Steam figuring out that. But yeah, hopefully within the coming week or two I can announce when the beta testing can actually begin, and this time I'll actually announce it when we can do it. But yeah, I guess other than that, I guess that's all for today. So till next time, stay safe, enjoy. Please do leave a like, subscribe, and yeah, see you in the next one. Bye.